was just talking about what First Bank of Nigeria I used my eyes to see, because I was trying to reactivate my account, and then somebody was like, I should share motives, and I'm like, you know what, let me just talk about it here. People of God, yeah, while I get that some people relocate and they just want to forget everything about Nigeria, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not in the league of those people that want to relocate and just forget everything about Nigeria. I want to still be able to like keep my links back home in Nigeria. I don't want to have a reason to go to Nigeria now and then I'm thinking of, I don't have a SIM to use, I don't have a bank account to use, I mean those basic things are things I would love to still keep. Yeah, and well, a lot of people japa every day. People may not know things to do to actually keep their, let's say, your line active, or to actually keep your bank active, your bank active, even though you've relocated. So I will just be touching on a couple of things that I found helpful and I still found helpful, and I'll also touch on mistakes that I made that I do not want you to make similar mistake if you recently just japa-ed and you're wondering on how to keep these things active. So first off, for your SIM, for your MTN SIM, your Glow SIM, your Airtel SIM, your 9 Mobile SIM, I would suggest that you keep it as active as you can, because some of your banks, your NIN are linked to this SIM, and you don't want to have a reason to receive OTP and you don't have a SIM to receive the OTP on. So one way to keep your SIMs active is going to be by recharging it occasionally and making phone calls out, let's say like once in 3 months, just recharge like 500 and call somebody, or most likely call someone, dial a number, and just for 1 minute, and it's fine. It's just to show that you're still using the line. So basically recharge it occasionally. Yeah. And then the other thing is, I know MTN used to do this one. There's this code, keep my line active for a couple of years. You could do for 1 year, for 3 years. So when I newly came to the UK, I did for 3 years, which it did work really well. But recently, due to the whole linking NIN business to your SIM business, it didn't work for me again. So I've resorted back to getting to dial my number, like getting to recharge the number and ensure I dial out at least once in 3 months. Yeah. Just explore for the SIM that you have and see how to, if there is a code to keep your line active. I resorted to that because just in case I forget not to call out in 3 months, I know that there is something keeping my line active. I don't know if you get what I mean. Yeah, that's the one way to do that. And then the other one is going to be for your bank account, guys. People of God. Okay, so like for the longest time possible, I had my Techno phone that was functioning really well. But at some point I tried to transfer the app to my major phone, to my iPhone. I think that was the beginning of the trouble. Like, rule number 1, don't you dare touch that app. Don't you dare touch that banking app. Don't you dare touch that app that is on your phone. So I think that was just the beginning of the trouble for me. If I had left it like the way it was, I probably should have been fine. But I decided I was going to move it to my phone, and because of trying to move for a long time, I was unable to move it. I got in touch with the bank, and then someone who works in the bank, and then she advised me that it was because I had it on 2 phones. And then me too, I carried my head and went to uninstall it. Oh my God, till today I haven't installed it back yet. And ever since then I've been having backs and forths with the bank. It's well over, I think, about 9 months now. I still don't have access yet. But we are getting through to the end of the tunnel. We are seeing light at the end of the tunnel. And majorly, I think I've come this far because I wasn't just ready to let go. I had other bank accounts, but I didn't keep them active ever since I came into the UK. So I think one mistake I made was just putting all my eggs in one basket and just trusting that First Bank would be it all the time. So if I had those other banks, it would have been easy for me to switch to them. And for some of them, it's the back and forth I had with First Bank, they don't do that. Like it would have been a more straightforward process. So number one thing for your bank accounts, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you have more than one account, if you can, just try to keep all of them active in case one of them decides to serve you breakfast. That's number one. Then the second thing would be, if possible, try not to access you have like just one. So more like be able to access your bank account for transactions through the app and probably through online banking as well. So if at all for any reason you lose access to your bank app, you can still have access to your online banking. In my own case, I don't even know my online banking details anymore. So when I couldn't get access to the app, like that was just it. I was locked out. So please try to have more than one access. Try to ensure that you're able to access your bank account through your bank app and also through online banking. Yeah, and then the third thing would be, now that everything is still okay, no issues, no concerns, you're happy, they're happy, if you can initiate to migrate your account to diaspora banking. So the way the diaspora banking works is, I don't have all the details yet because I'm even still trying to fully migrate myself. But I think it's more like, if you have issues with your bank, rather than expecting that you would go into the bank in person physically, you are able to send emails to the diaspora banking operations, and they can, after verifications here and there, they're a bit stricter anyway. After those verifications, they can make changes to your account if you want. They do their verifications, they'll send the forms to you to complete, and they can mail your pin to you, mail your ATM card to you, and all of that. So yeah, go ahead to do the migration. These are just a few tips I think you might find helpful. I wish I knew this earlier. If you find them useful, please let me know in the comment section. So you find me again in my next video. I remain your darling Omo BJ. Remain in God and God bless you. Bye.